everybody. This is Dana with the Freedom Please channel and essenceofme.com. I told you all that I was going to come back and do a review of um, the DevaCurl trial and travel kit. Now, my original intent. So wait, that's what I'm about to do. My original intent was to use everything up and then come back, but this is going to have to be somewhat, I guess, like whether it's a first impressions, or I'm going to just tell you how it went for me and what my plan is to do from here. So to begin with, I received this travel set from a fellow YouTuber, and I, expressed my gratitude. And so I was going to share with you all how my experience went. Okay, first of all, again, inside the travel kit. Okay, the travel kit. Let me start there. I've seen it priced between 20 something to 30, almost $30. So maybe 20. I think 21 to 29, somewhere in there. So anywhere between 20 and $30, depending on where you purchase it. Inside the travel set is the DevaCurl No-Poo, which is a zero lather conditioning cleanser, and all of them are 3 ounces. It's the DevaCurl One Condition, the DevaCurl Angel, and the DevaCurl Set It Free. And so I'm going to tell you what I did. First of all, I didn't use anything other than these products when I did my hair the first time. And so what I did is I didn't do any pre-treatment or anything because I wanted to see what was going to happen. So I used the No-Poo on my hair, and to begin with, I'm going to this stuff. Okay, when you smell it on first hand, it smells like a soap. It just smells clean. It doesn't have anything that's flowery or nothing like an artificial flavor like a chocolate or vanilla or anything like that. It just smells clean, like almost like some sort of light fragrance bar of soap. And so that I don't mind that. I don't need a lot of scent. I just don't like flowery or things that linger too long as far as the scents are concerned. I followed the directions and used this on my scalp. The first thing that I noticed about it is there must be somewhere, and I didn't look, I meant to, it is peppermint. Because when I started rubbing it on my scalp, I could feel the tingle of the peppermint, which I loved. I'm a fan of peppermint. That's one of the essential oils that I always use and have for years. And so I used it, and here was the deal. This was my first time using it, and I realized almost immediately that I didn't think this was going to work for me. Why? Because even though I liked the tingle, I liked once I rinsed my hair out, it felt clean. It felt like almost like using a shampoo without the squeakiness. I don't use shampoo now. I don't even use the sulfate-free shampoo. But when I used to shampoo my hair, I liked the squeaky clean kind of feel. So that's how this was. But my hair wasn't real dry. The only thing for me, and the fact that my hair tangles easy. My hair is fine, and my hair can get really soft, which usually can lead to single strand knots. And so with this, I felt like even though my hair felt clean and and everything, I don't know if I would use this again unless I felt as though I may have a little bit of buildup or something, which is rare because since I follow the DevaCurl, the Curly Girl method, I rarely use anything that could cause buildup. Usually it's, it will wash out with water, which is why I co-wash. But I'm going to try this on my daughter's hair. So I think this was a really good amount to try out. But the other thing I think is that I didn't use a whole bunch because I didn't know how much to use. And usually I start my co-washing outside of the shower. And this needed to be done inside the shower because it suggested that your hair be wet when you add it on. And so to that, even though I felt like it was great, I don't think that I would use it again on my hair unless I thought I had buildup. And in that case, I probably would use something else. But I am going to try this on my daughter because she does not wash as frequently as I do. And so I think this will be something that would be really good just to use on her scalp. And so I will try it again. And if I find something different about it or whatever, I will share that. So that was the No-Poo. I then used the One Condition. Okay, first of all, this little bottle, I'm gonna try to, you can't see this. Look how much I used. Now, it was warned to me several times, be careful how much you use because you may get the waxy feeling. You may, I didn't know what to do because I use a lot of conditioner and this little bitty bottle was not going to cut it. Or at least that's the way I felt. And so I used it as directed after I rinsed out the No-Poo. I put in the One Condition. I left it in my hair while I did my shower stuff. I rinsed it out and I actually did it again and let it sit and then rinsed it out. And then I used a little bit, I put a little bit on. No, I put the first time, then I put a little bit on and then rinsed it out a little bit and left the rest in like a leave-in. And then I used a tad bit more while I detangled outside of the shower. Now, I don't know what to say about this yet. I'm still on the fence, and here's why. I felt like when I was in the shower, everything felt good, but in comparison to when I use Tresemme in the shower, I don't think it compared. I think the Tresemme to me was better, but I'm wondering if it was better because I at that point I wouldn't have used normally the No-Poo. I would have used the As I Am Coconut Co-Wash, which is extremely moisturizing. And I didn't feel like to me that this was moisturizing. My hair was clean, but it wasn't moisturizing to me. And so, and also at that point, I usually would have done a pre-treatment of coconut oil or something on my hair that would have stayed on my hair overnight. Um, prior to. So by the time I get to the step of putting in my rinse out conditioner, my hair, should be ready to rock and roll. And so it's hard to really do like an apples to apples comparison. What I can say is this: it did have a nice amount of slip. Again, I don't know if I think it's as good as the Tresemme Naturals. I don't know. And that's something for me to think about. And I'll tell you what my plan is. But in the end, I love the way that it felt. As far as the smell, it is also it has you can smell it has some sort of herb or something. It doesn't smell like the No-Poo, but when I got out of the shower, I did not, I didn't put I didn't use a t-shirt or anything on my hair. I just kind of, well, actually used it just to lightly take some of the water off since I knew I still had the One Condition in my hair. And so when I got out, I finger detangled the rest of the way. And what I can say is this, for this, and no, I'll talk about the travel size later. I really think that I understand why they say to slather your hair with it so that you can finger detangle because I don't, this little bitty thing wasn't going to work for me to slather the way that I normally do. Because when I'm finger detangling in the shower, I usually don't have much to do because the coconut that As I Am, I do it outside of the shower. So when I get in, I'm just rinsing it out. So with this, I couldn't get a good feel as to whether I would do a good detangle with it until I got out of the shower and I used a tad bit more on each section. My hair was soft. It was easy to detangle, especially because I had that last wash and go lasted for almost, I wore that thing for 5 days. I shouldn't have, but I did. and and so that worked out well. And so once I finger detangled and went all over, I then used the DevaCurl Angel. This is it says light hold defining gel, and that's exactly what it is. And I don't know if I am so super spoiled by the eco styler gel, but to me this was just okay. Like of everything, this I could have totally just passed. Um, it was, I think, again, I think it would probably be good if I was doing like, I like the smell. I don't know why. It's just like a, it reminds me of some sort of, I don't know what that smell is. It's something. I gotta read all the ingredients and figure out what that smell is. Um, this was just okay, and I really felt like I could have put this whole thing on my hair, and maybe I should have. And then I'll talk about that when it comes to the size for this travel kit. Lastly, the Set Free. I did not use it back to back with all the other products. I used the Set Free today when I the next day. So let me just, that's how I used it. So to the bread and butter and the meat and potatoes of this review. I don't know if you saw my video when I first started the curly girl method and I felt like I looked like a chocolate Q-tip. I felt like when I used these products all together, like I was starting all over again on the curly girl method. Like my hair, when I first started the curly girl method, my hair, it was like it went through a state of shock or something for like a week. And here's the deal, which it just, I just can't get over. It's soft. It's a touchable soft. It felt good. My scalp felt good. My hair felt good. It just looked, it did not look like its normal self. And I was having an issue with that. And so I let it be. So when you saw me in the videos yesterday for my cast off uh, Thursday number 35 and the I did the show and tell, that was my hair after using all those products. To me, it was a mess. Now, I was very disappointed. I was very disappointed. I loved the fact that it was soft. I did not like the fact that it did not look like my normal hair. So I'm so glad that I really didn't have a whole lot to do. I mean, I had some things to do, but you know, you just roll with the punches. And so this morning I woke up and I had somewhere that I had to go today. I had things to do and people to meet, some things to do today. So I could not go out like that. So, but I didn't want to start do all over again. I didn't have time for that. So what I decided this morning was I was going to restyle. Now, my hair usually is not agreeable with that, but I was going to try. I was really going to give it a good hearty effort. And if it didn't work, I was going to just start over. So what I did is I wet my hair down. I used the one condition like a leave-in. I sectioned it off and I finger detangled one more time. And I used the Eco Styler gel with argan oil on each section. And I did this all over. And while I was doing it, I was just holding my breath because Eco Styler gel can be funny sometimes with conditioners. You get them little white balls, and I'm not like seeing those white balls because even though they dry clear, if I try to put something like this, set it free or something like that on top of it, those white balls will come back. So I cannot see those on my hair if I intend for that hair to last beyond the first day. So that didn't happen. I was feeling hope. Hope was in my fingers and hope was in my heart. And it worked. Okay, so I'm gonna come in. You can't you know my lighting. So now I've been using the Willow Smith method of getting volume, which is shake it out. You know, I whip my head. Okay. So that means that, you know, my curls are not super defined because I didn't try to define them. All I did was put a small amount of gel, smooth it through, break my fingers through one time, and went on. And I did my whole head in probably about 15 minutes or so. And then I got under a hooded dryer because getting under the hooded dryer works best for my hair, to seal everything in. And then I kind of went from there. And so it gave me hope. So what does this all mean? Would I use these again? The answer is for some of it, yes. For the rest of it, it's no big deal to me. But what I would not, I don't intend to use on my hair unless something changes or whatever will probably be the No-Poo, unless again, like I don't know, if I try something and I want to kind of get a clean slate, but usually I'll use my bentonite clay mix to do that, to do a cleanse or whatever. But I am going to try this on my daughter's hair. I think it'll work good on her hair. The Angel, mate, I don't know. I think again I'm spoiled by the eco, and even though my hair is thin, I mean my hair is fine. You would think that, or not, I would say more thin than fine. Even though my hair is thin, you would think that that would be too heavy, but I can use a little bit, and a little bit goes a long way, and it still gives me really great hold. So I probably wouldn't use this again. The one condition, I am going to use this again, and I actually went and bought a bottle of it. I want to try it out with some different things that I already have and see if I can. I think this will work, and I'll tell you why in a second. The Set It Free, I think this was just okay. Um, it was okay. I used it on top today, and it was good. I'll know more probably tomorrow, because tomorrow will be second day here for this, because I had to refresh it or whatever, and so I'll see. But with the one condition, I am going to try it with the products that I already have with my normal regimen, and I think that was the first number one thing that went wrong with me using everything in this trial set. Number one, because it was the first time I've used all of their products. I mean, of course your hair is going to be in shock, right? Well, the other thing was that I have a set regimen, the way that I do my hair, that gives me the best possible circumstances or environment for success when it comes to styling, because I don't do it every day. And I didn't do that. I didn't do it because I didn't want the fact that I did all of those things to be the reason why I thought these products worked. And so I removed that, and I don't think that really worked. Um, when I use the one condition today, I just, when you put this on, maybe it's because it's creamy, and the ingredients and whatever else elements were in the air mixing, it really does a great job of, you can't see. I really wish it was. The definition is great. I like the fact that I get fullness, and I think the shaking, the Willow Smith, helps. But it gives fullness. I had definition, and my hair was soft. Even though today it's not as soft as yesterday because of the Eco Styler gel, and I'm okay with that. But I went out today and purchased the 12 ounce of the one condition, and I'm gonna try this with my normal regimen. I'm gonna try it um, as the rinse out conditioner, and I really want to just try it as a leave-in. If I can get the same moisturizing effect as a leave-in, I think this would be awesome. And I want to try it with the um, Shea Moisture Curl and Souffle, because that wash and go from last week was the bomb.com. It lasted. My hair was moisturized. My hair was so soft. Like, even my husband was like, "Your hair is soft." It was so soft. So what I want to do is get the hydration from the one condition, and the hold, a little bit of hold with the curl and souffle with the I put just a tad bit of Eco Styler gel on top with it, and it just sealed. I didn't have to re-moisturize or anything. So that's what I'm going to do for my normal regimen this weekend. I think that's it. I hope this, I don't know. I mean, I've looked at a lot of reviews. I don't know how helpful this is, but I would say this about the size. This is really for traveling. And I would say that this would only even work for traveling if your hair is already super hydrated and you don't have to use a lot, or if it's already styled in your initial style and you want to take these in case you need to refreshen your style, because this was very little. I don't even think that this is a good try me size. Now, maybe it is, because some of those things I could rule out. But for the things that I wanted to give another try, like this one condition, that little bit right there, I'm gonna do nothing. It would do nothing. No, I could use that would be enough to do as a leave-in, but not any of the shower stuff. And so I think for the price, it was good to try out and to be able to get each of the products since each one of these products is anywhere from, I guess what, $18 through $30 or $40 per item. So yeah, I'd love to know what your experience has been with these. I've watched quite a few YouTube videos, and I kind of have a little hair theory coming in my mind about these products that I'm not ready to share yet, but that will come soon. And so that's it. This is longer than I thought. But in the end, this is going to be the beginning. I'm going to do my normal regimen and use this as the rinse out and a little bit for my leave in, and then or really honestly just as my rinse out, because when I did that curl and soup, what I did with the curl and souffle was I added just a little bit of the curl enhancing smoothie as my leave-in, and then I used the souffle on top of that. Is what I did. I don't know what I'm going to do this time, but that's what I did to get the 5 day. So, and if I can get the hydration of that with the softness from that, that will be okay. That's it. So thank you all. Thank you again for this wonderful gift, and I will keep using it and see how things go. As of right now, the adaptation that I did on the original style, I think it went fine. I think I needed a little more uses to see. It was suggested to me that I try to use it at least a week or so to really get the full benefit of it, which is why I want to use it as the rinse out. So that's probably would be it. Just use this as the rinse out and the leave in, and use the curl and souffle as the styler. That's what I'm gonna do until I get through this bottom and try to see what the state of my hair is going to be from there. So that's it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can leave them in the comment box and I will get back with you. You can also visit me online at essenceofme.com. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to speaking with you all hopefully sooner than later. Take care and have a great weekend.